G'day everyone. Today we're talking about a problem that hits a lot of NZ business owners harder than owners expect: employees who undermine leadership. And to be clear, I'm not talking about healthy debate. Healthy debate is gold. You want people who think, challenge, and care enough to speak up. What I'm talking about is when disagreement goes underground, the eye roll, the side chat, the we'll just do it our way, the quiet delay that makes you look ineffective, the rumour that spreads just fast enough to destabilise trust, but slow enough to avoid accountability. If you ignore this, it spreads, projects stall, the team splits into factions, your best staff stop trusting the direction, and you, as the owner or leader, end up spending your energy on internal politics instead of customers, performance, and growth. So how do you deal with without turning into a dictator and without being the leader everyone walks over? I like a 3-step approach: identify, address, and reinforce. Step 1, identify the signs early. Undermining really announces itself. It's usually subtle before it becomes obvious. Common signs include people disregarding decisions or constantly relitigating them after meetings, passive-aggressive behaviour when you introduce a new direction, cliques and side channels that create an us and them vibe, decisions being slowed down by backdoor conversations, rumours about competency or credibility. Now, here's the important part. Don't just focus on what they're doing. Ask why it's happening. Sometimes the root cause is poor communication. People don't understand the decision, the logic, or what good looks like. Sometimes it's inconsistent leadership. If decisions change under pressure or enforcement is patchy, you train people that resistance works. Sometimes it's trust. People feel unheard, undervalued, or burnt by past changes. And yes, sometimes it's ambition or ego. Someone wants influence they haven't earned, so they try to get it socially. Your response should match the reality. If you treat every issue like sabotage, you create fear. If you treat sabotage like feedback, you create chaos. Step 2, address it directly and professionally. If leadership is being undermined, ignoring it is not kindness, it's avoidance, and it hands power to the behaviour. Start privately with the individual, calm, specific, no theatre. Try wording like, I've noticed hesitation and some workarounds around recent decisions. I want to understand your concerns, but I also need to be clear about expectations. Can we talk this through directly? Then do 3 things in the conversation. Describe the behaviour and impact. Invite concerns into the open. Set the boundary and expectation going forward. You're creating a safe path back to respect while making it clear that disrespect and passive resistance are not acceptable. Excuse me. If they have valid concerns, great. You can incorporate input, clarify the why, or adjust the implementation. But once the decision is made, the team needs to commit. That is the line. If the undermining is happening in a group, you bring it into daylight. Call a structured conversation. Keep it solutions-focused. Correct misinformation plainly, and make your expectations explicit. Open debate is welcome in the room. Side-channel sabotage is not. If there is a clearly toxic influencer driving the behaviour, document what you're seeing and move to a formal HR process. In New Zealand, that means fair process, clarity, and consistency. Don't wing it. Get good HR support if you need it. Step 3, reinforce authority and rebuild trust. Even if you address the behaviour, it will return if the system that produced it stays the same. Authority is not about volume, it's about clarity and follow-through. Here's what reinforces leadership without becoming heavy-handed. Okay? Be consistent. Don't waffle. Don't backtrack to avoid discomfort. Be visible. Leaders who hide invite speculation. Communicate decisions and the reasoning at the right level, not a TED talk, but enough to reduce suspicion. Clarify decisions, Clarified decision rights, who decides what and how input is gathered. Encourage constructive challenge, but enforce respectful behaviour. Also, set a positive leadership example. Fairness matters. Accountability matters. If you play favourites, avoid hard conversations, or tolerate poor behaviour from high performers, your credibility drains away. So, a practical scenario. Let's say you introduce a new workflow and a small group starts spreading negativity. They don't raise concerns openly. They resist updates, gossip, and quietly ignore directives. Your response could be private conversations with key influencers to surface concerns and reset expectations, a clear explanation of decision rights and accountability, a team meeting to correct misinformation and align on what happens next, a commitment to consistent enforcement and better communication. That's how you protect both authority and culture. So, a golden nugget. Strong leadership isn't about control. It's about clear expectations, trust, and consistent follow-through. If you want the written version with a simple checklist and practical wording, head to the link below to read the full extended article. So thanks for being here and hope to see you back here soon. By the way, how about subscribing and you'll get regular plain English insight and ways of working that will make a profound difference to your business. And if you'd like to get hold of me, contact us there too. Okay, thanks. See ya.